And there we go. Can I hear myself? Wait for myself to talk in the past. I'm watching the stream and then he's going to talk. And there we go. Because there's no one to listen to. So I don't use headphones. That's crazy. Unplugged. Hello. There's 4 of me on the screen with varying degrees of beard. Yes, this is a Trekyards, Drunkyards solo Commander Cockings stream. So you may share the love of the Trekyards. Talk to me personally about things, bobs, fan films, Star Trek and Stargate and Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and all the things. And as with everything, the amount of booziness is up to you. We have many drinks, varieties of drinks right now. So I still have stuff left over from the party. So it's up to you, as always. And of course, the more drunk I get, the more slosh, the more fun, the more silliness. And you know that I have all the props and costumes and many a thing in this office. So yeah, I'll start the ball rolling. Open my strawberry and cream. I very much like. See if I can get a good. Ready? Oh. Yeah, the bubbles. I get the bubbles. God, if you guys never had Brother Strawberries and Cream, it tastes like strawberries and cream. It's crazy. That tastes like strawberries and cream. Wow, yeah. I'm real cold. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's obviously a live show, live chat. Discussion with you all. Who do we have here? We have Mark. We have Hypno. We have Don. The fine people. So say hi. Say things. And let's get drinking and chatting. And drinking and chatting. And all the things. But yes, just me today. Stuart has some family things going on. Yes, click the like button, of course. And all super chats go towards this channel, this network, and things that we do. But of course, let's get sharing. And can I talk while sharing? Let's find out. Yeah, that thumbnail took me way too long to make for some reason. I'm not sure why. Alright, so I want to post in the Trekyards Facebook group. There's several Trekyards Facebook groups. That is us. I am live doing another Trekyards. Fun to jump in and say hi. Just a nice simple one today. I'm mostly recovered from my not so good feeling, which I'm thrilled about because it was a bit of a thing. Yeah, that is posted. Okay, doesn't take very long if you're quick. Fleetpaw, $2. No fear, favorite moderator is here. Yes. I almost feel like you should tattoo that Voyager shooting the Borg probe on your arm somewhere, because I'm always gonna think of you with that. It's just, yeah. Darling, hey Samuel, thanks again for those what. Yes, you're welcome. Very pleased like them. Do let me know if the tractor beam thing is final or not. As you can imagine, I was trying to get the film out yesterday, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later. Things to talk about. Sebastian, €5. Excellent. Don't worry, third way done. What happened to the captain that you're stuck doing Drunkyards alone? Drunk Sam, yes. Family thing. Unknown family. Well, unknown to me. Unknown family thing. I already had this. This weekend. So let's not say booked off, but I had it available. To do the lower loop. Do the Stranger Worlds Drunkyards, but not quite. So I'll have to fit that in during a weekday some point soon, but it's okay, that'll be fun. And, you know, time for the Drunkyards. They are fun. And, you know, I've got a bit of time scheduled off with you fine people to see what happens, you know. Because we can talk fan films, we can talk Star Trek, we can talk all the many things. Yeah, big wide world right now with my giant face and my other smaller faces, etc. And yes, I have got change costume perks still open. I got a rack of, well, I got a pile of costumes there that are jackets only, because you don't want me to run away for the, you know, flight suits can take a while to get into. So I have because we were doing, no, you guys saw, if you guys saw my Patreon video, which I'm sure I'll talk about at some point, I did as part of my Patreon video where I pulled up all of my, I had like one representation of every uniform in a row, and I did them in time order, which is just ridiculous and wonderful. And so I had like 3 different boxes of uniforms and a wardrobe for mine. I had to like grab out what I wanted, not only just one of everything, but also one variation of colours. So I had lots of them. They're all downstairs still, in the studio space. So I've got all the jackets up here, so easy to change into, etc. Neil, yo Samuel, my first time flying with you solo. Well, good to see you. Thank you for making the time. I appreciate that, because this is a community. We feel it, you feel it, and that's a great thing. You guys can just say something. You can throw me a question. You can throw me a debate topic, and we just is this live interaction, right? That's the fun of these things. No topic, no specific thing in the plan. Just let's go, and you're gonna hear me talk a lot. Dear me. Yes, Fleetpoor. Few and far between. I like to vamp off Stuart. Hi, Metallica fan. How are you? Hi, Stanleys. How are you? How is everyone? Yeah, I've been, today I got up a little bit earlier. Been working on the Avalon Universe, the fan film series' next episode, which is in theory coming out Halloween. And this is a fun one because, hands up in the chat if you've seen the Avalon Universe fan film series in any meaningful way. So they're done by Joshua Irwin of Avalon, and they're an alternate universe fan film, which allows for a lot of fun side things to happen. And they've released, 7 or 8 or 9 films? A lot. Not too many, but a lot. I mean, like, no, not that many years, but a lot of films. And I've been doing stuff for their, not the biggest, but the one that I've been talking to them for the longest time doing. We had an asset built years ago from an alternate universe. I was very excited to get that one built, just for my own personal interest's sake. And yeah, it's I've just got to the point in the story where things appear, and so I've had to litter the screen with things from alternate universes, and that's been quite surreal. You know, you always do it full of fans, so you think, what Easter eggy things, what meta commentaries can you put? A lot more rendering time, obviously. But yeah, it's fun. I think I shot 6 of God knows how many. I think there's 30 or so. Yeah, it should be interesting. And I like, you know, I always like putting extra effort in the variety and the fun. I mean, you guys, if you saw my recent fan film, the Flight of the Protostar, I had with the fleet that went to go see the Live Logs and Prosper planet, was a Cerritos, a Horizon, a Type 11, was that a runabout? Maybe a runabout, and a Insurrection scout ship, because you never see them. Fun bit, Captain Sebastian. €5, yes. Drinks are happening. Well, I can tell the tone already. And I thought we were his family. Let's make Samuel get into every one of his uniforms, stumbling Sam. Oh no. Oh good, that's well, Sebastian, not up to me. I am just a puppet of the Drunkyards. Just a puppet. Sven! Hello! Canary Islands. How cool. How's the weather where you are? I got a friend in Germany who is lamenting the heat. A little bit better this last couple of days, but it was not good before that. We had that last year with insane heat, so I can certainly sympathise. But yes, we have stronger booze. I have, of course, my ciders. I also have this. This was what we had at my birthday bash. Mango and passion fruit twist, Smirnoff. It is vodka. Yeah, vodka. And this was fun because Marcus, you know, Marcus Churchill, who plays Sam Harriman, he very intrigued by this. Had some, was like, oh my, that's delicious. And so a lot of this was his bottle drinking. And it's, you know, it's one of those things where obviously I hide in the booze flavour, but it's pretty good for booze. So orange juice. I got an orange cider, which I've never had before, so that might be fun. Yeah, I mean, you know, the shots come out 10 to 20, and I am ready. It's very orange, isn't it? Ooh, that's a great colour. I don't think orange. Anyway, hi, James. Oh, Stanley's, I've not, because I had the film that came out, I had the Patreon that came out, and now I've got, see, it's always another film. I'm currently mulling over the next film to come out, because I'm a crazy, and I have this very specific schedule of things, and so, so I need to pause on something and then get something else, and then, yeah, a little bit complicated, but in a good way. I mean, you guys like the films. There are more films coming. Has that not been accepted? Ah. Okay, well that's weird. Need to resubmit that then, don't I? Okay. Ah, Erebus. Yes, mentioning you and the heat. Yeah. Yes, I'm not just that. I mean, we've had a really mild summer this year, which has been wonderful. Last year we had like national record heat, the sort of heat that when you put the washing out, which I did, you saw the water vapor leave the clothes and they were dry within a minute or two. It was insanity. I remember it was so hot and lethargic. I had lunch and I was watching Adam Savage's 50-minute build zone lightsaber? Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Or Luke Obi-Wan's lightsaber. And I just put washing out and it's dry. I had like 6 loads of washing. It was insanity. And I came back up here in the office, which is a small office. I mean, this is not a big space. I had an aircon on, but because it was so hot, I had the aircon on the computer because it was 4 days of insane heat and various other hot around that. And, you know, I still got to work. My clients don't expect pause. So, rendering, which caused more heat because, you know, PCs are not warm necessarily, but when you render, you're actually pushing them to pump at full power. And if you're rendering both the GPU and the CPU, and I have very large CPUs and GPUs, it gets toasty. So the aircon was pointed at the computer. I took off the casing, straight at the computer. So if you're in the cold air, right, you're actually okay because cold air is being forced on your face. So that was on the aircon, which still made the room, you know, mildly cooler, and obviously took away some of the hot that was being generated. And 2 fans, I put one in a box here, and one there. My logic was that it would like cyclone in the space, and it did work, but it was real loud. So that was a thing, but I still did things. I only crashed the computer twice. This year though, it's been surprisingly mild. I'm fine to have it more hot next year, But I like filming. I like doing fan films. We did several unexpected this year. I mean, some of you Eris knows the big one. That's big one. That, you know, you want to film in summer because it's not just temperature. It's temperature plus studio space, 4 lights, 4 people, cameras, all in this smallish space. I mean, the room is always going to be 3, 4, 5 degrees hotter than outside, and closed windows because of, you know, people talking outside and wind. So we were like, please don't be hot in our shoots. Don't suddenly turn hot. Luckily, never did. Or at least, not too hot. It was one day touch and go a little bit, but just, you know, pleasant, okayable touch and go. So that was, you know. So we've done actually a lot more summer than I thought, and given the opportunities that have come up, you know, we wouldn't have been a muddle through them so much. But what are you guys saying? Hi, or is it James? Yes, I see I'm your picture now. Nice to meet you at destination. Yes. Ah, thank you. It's very, very kind. Yes. Now, don't want to show your fan selfie because I did, James. I can show your official selfie on my phone if you'd like. Because take selfies with fans. Assuming that I didn't break my phone. And it's fun also because it tells you what part of the day you're in that. Oh, we didn't just get your selfie, did we? Very exciting scrolling. Are we that busy? Dear me. He's being a Klingon though. That's exciting. Greetings, Raj. Hello, and hello, Judge. Yes. Thank you, Robert. Hello, Commander. I was very pleased to see your latest project and look forward to more. Yes, there is more. We are currently scheduling film for the next one for next month because we are having to push something back. And therefore, I mean, I'll have to release one monthly, but, you know, a bit insane like that. And, you know, you guys enjoy them. I mean, it came out yesterday, and it's at 3,900 views. Well, bad hit 4,000. 480 likes, which is pretty nice. We're going to keep going up and down. But guys, as we know, this is a Drunkyards, so therefore this booze is waiting to be super chatted. So throw in a couple of, you know, some, and get drinking. That is up to you guys. I'm going to start a poll as well. Oh, what shall I... Hi, Jason. What should I do the poll as? Ooh. Yeah, we'll go fan film. And released yesterday. I will do that. Now, is that 44 characters? I don't know. Beta. Not the right video.
2383.
Nope. Well, too many. Oh well. Oh, actually, can I do? Released. Under. Okay. I'll put the link in there as well. Go check out the film. Because, you know, made for you guys. All these sips. But yeah, as we said, this is a public forum conversation, so you guys are a big part of the chat. Chat wherever you want to chat. Super chat thoughts, comments, questions, and make us go on. Let's get one of those. Let's get a stand of vodka prepped in the meantime. Is there? I got a little Inkling left on this. That is definitely an inkling, okay. Well, inkling, not a man. Hey, Hypno! Good! Well, comment on it, because it helps the YouTube analytics and lets people know that we are worth watching. And I think we are. Some orange. Oh, I forgot the spoon. Oh no. Judge! All hail the commander. Hello! That's me! I've not been promoted in many, many years. So many years. God, it's so weird thing he's been doing this. How many computers have I gone through? Well, I think this temperature is sweet. Kevin, I'm looking forward to the new film. Yes, well, check out the new one that just came out. And check out the one that will come out next month, if I can make one. I want to say I'll see your film later today. Great, Grant. Excellent. Well, do put a comment. Put a comment. Yeah, let me know what you think. So what should we talk about then? So, I want to save the fanfilm stuff for a bit later. I'll be a... Something I can tease? Yeah, one thing I did do recently was I pre-ordered the so you know the old Doctor Who, right? Well, they do these so Doctor Who, I'm big Blu-ray collectors, but my big thing, they do these box sets which come in two forms. You got the original special edition, which are all sleeved and there are lots of cool stuff inside, and then just the standard box, which is, well, it's a lot more the box. These come out first, they sell out, they're collector's editions, they come out later, whatever. So I've been, collecting ones I like. This one I got because it has the two Doctors in. I like multi-Doctor stories, plus Cyberman. There's some good ones in here, right? And they finally announced, and I was able to pre-order the season 20 of Doctor Who Classic, which is the Peter Davison's 5 Doctors special, and that is the most epic crossover ever, because it actually has 3 Doctors plus stock footage of one and recast of another one. So it is 5, but really it's 4, although less Doctors means more time per Doctor, etc. And I love that episode. I think it's really, really interesting and a good broad variety of things. And Blu-rays aren't ever like truly amazing remasters because they didn't ever make, they weren't filmed on 35mm. They're not really stuff you can remaster per se, but they high the bit rate and they clean things up and blah blah blah. And 5 Doctors is, for me, one of the definitive pieces, and that's one of the good ones that season as well. And they're doing like 3 new versions of that, because it's the biggest anniversary special, right? So they're doing like the original cleaned up and a new cleaned up, because there's only a few digital fancy effects and they're redoing them. So that one's exciting, but I think they just moved that one back. But I'm very excited to get that one. 2 shots. Oh dear. Fleetport, are you not entertained? Are you not drunk yet? Time to break out the big guns. As for the tattoo, I intend on getting a sleeve done one day. The scene will incorporate. Yes, man. Small. Because it's a Star Trek scene. But that's I. Like, if you ever see me in the street and say, Borg, probe, Voyager, flashback, shoot. Okay, there we go. Full shot. Yeah. That's 2. Geraldine. Beautiful. Thank you much. Hello, Commander. Thanks for the chat and have a nip. The nip is being had. The face has been made. Much appreciated. Oh dear. Oh dear. So, Commander, does Trekyards have any holiday plans? Oh god, we're on holiday. Wait, do you mean summer holiday or Christmas holiday? Because for me, I'm kind of like, the work person. I don't really take holidays. Not like school, we take summer holidays. Christmas is obviously the exception. That's a long way away. I guess holiday plans are these 3 weeks in between Stranger Worlds and Lower Decks, honestly, where I'm able to do Thursday and Friday to my own stuff. And what have I done? Jeez. I mean, see, there's the secret project. There's this big thing that is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's the sort of thing that you guys are going to be like, is it what? Really? What? I'm not necessarily saying in terms of like quality, like what, but just like ambition and scale. Never done anything like this before, which is yeah, that's exciting. That'll be fun. And you'll see several episodes. Goodness. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see. I pushed it back a little bit because of not everyone's done with their assignments, and in fact, several people are 5 to 6 weeks behind. It isn't great because hard to plan when it's a month behind. But I'll still do things and bobs. And in fact, one of the shots made it into the Patreon video, which is a lot of fun to make. Try and summarize, months of years of work into that. Yeah, so that was fun. There's so many shots, right? It'd be hard to guess. There's one brand. I think I finished it yesterday, actually. Yeah, I did. In that Patreon video. So go back and check and see if you can pick. Hi, Dan, you made it. So that, oh god, I mean that's gonna be so exciting, and that will be the sort of fan film project that you'll be in the comments, and hopefully you guys will watch it and learn and guess and evolve with the project. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I haven't edited any yet. We filmed a good amount. You know what? $20. I'll do a shot and I will reveal an on-set picture, which is a spoiler. $20 and I will reveal somebody in something in some costume that you'll be excited about. You will. Cause it's hard not to reveal stuff because it's so exciting. So yeah. $20, I'll put a double whammy, a shot and a reveal. Let's find a good shot. Ooh, that's a good shot. Yes. It's right there. It's primed. Have you made models? Please until I click on Kevin. Have I? No, but I did combine the Klingon D7 with a Romulan bird of prey. Twice actually. In different ways. Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Both for Romulan War and for General Dominion. That was funny. Oh, Grant. Them's the rules of dem dar super chat. Plus funnier of booze. I do make those things too strong. Okay, Grant. You can all thank Grant. So it's a teaser, but it does also give a lot away. This is... thanks. This is awesome. This is an actual shot of a shot from the secret project that is bigger in scope than any of you are going to realise. There we go. Thoughts, reactions, comments, questions. Have a look. Do you not feel teased? Well, you should. Ta-da! Yes. That's exciting. That was a fun 2 days. Yes. Mark, he just watched it. Pretty good film. Yes! Well, Mark, let us know what you think. And put a comment put a real comment in the comments of the video because it helps the YouTube algorithm. Please do. Gerald, just watched the new episode. Loved it. Hot deck episodes can be tricky, but it was a good show. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it was a hot deck episode, but it wasn't really about that. That was just, where to be. So an excuse to get Dad back in, and to do a fictional side variant. I've got my own mini canon, and of course, guys, do check out. Because yes, what I'm doing is crazy at Trek Shorts. I did just launch a Trek Shorts Patreon. Those that support the Trekyards Patreon know how important that is to what we do. The Trek Shorts Patreon is the same thing, just to let me do more Trek Shorts. And there's some fun perks we've put in place. Already got some nice support. I don't need necessarily a giant amount, but anything helps. And we have more films and more things. And I will be showing the video at some point. But if you want to support that Trek Shorts Patreon, because 32 of you are here. If each of you put in $5, what would that be math wise? Let me look. 30 times 5. $150. That would double it, almost. Just saying. So consider on Patreon, because we've got some really cool stuff. And like I said, this crazy big project is going to be crazy and big. But just for clarity's sake, we'll do it for clarity's sake. It is Alexa Brown, Captain Joan Keller, Ian Picard, Season 3, Captains awaiting uniform. So yes, we are going Picard Season 3. We are going. You guys liked that uniform, so we included it. Oh yeah, 32. I went 30. Yes, you're right, Fleetpool. Yeah, I went 30. My brain defaulted down to 30. Oh, how smart I am. But yeah, thank you for that teaser. Volume's low? Oh no. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to the yellow. But yeah, the Doctor Who thing. Yeah, that's exciting. I just got some Stargate stuff as well, which is underneath the costume pile, which I'm not used to getting. There's some patches downstairs because, as revealed in the Patreon video, we are doing Stargate content as well, and there's multiple episodes of that I can say is a mini-series. I think we've already filmed 3. We have 2 more, and yeah, we need just a quick costume for one. There's gonna be a giant space battle in the last one, which I'm very excited to make because that should just be fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm living the fan dream, as it were. Just need you guys to, people in general to help, because if a lot of people will jump in and put in a few bucks, then we can do even more cool things. That's always the way, isn't it? If just a few people put in as in me and the creators make the crazy stuff. Oh, then you get cool stuff. It's a weird world I put myself into, but that's okay. Yeah, I did Romulan War film making on Monday, yeah. So I made some shots for him for his space battle in part 2, which we're still working on because there's so many shots and so complicated. Gorn Swarm, yeah. Oh, who saw my Legacy Enterprise B kind of spoiler to my own thing? I did, because personal peeve / and thank you, Josh. I'll get to yours in a second. Thanks so much. Oh, I tripped. So you tell me, guys, if this pees you off. And I wrote that film, before Strange New World season 1. Yeah, would have been, or at least before the Gorns. Yeah, it would have been. That was a while ago. For me, I love the concept that as the Federation and Starfleet grew and expanded and we learned more, the races that we once thought as enemies became at least friendly, and you're always going to have sub-variants within a species where, maybe most of the cultures blah, 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 to humans. But there's going to be some traders and some entrepreneurs and whatever. So I love, and I always refer to him, the Gorn kebab, shawarma, whatever he was serving, a person at whatever Starbase Mariner was on, because it shows that the Gorn can go from this horrible potential enemy into a fast food vendor. It's so grounded, right? And so in many of my films, I try to incorporate the idea of Gorns being friends, because I think that's an important message. And of course, them being this weird, from Stranger Worlds is just an odd concept. So when we did the Legacy Enterprise B film, at the end, we made, well, it's a joke, but it's obviously serious in the universe. They're going back, because I've done so many conventions, I know how cringe the parties are, right? And there's a party at the space station to signify the end of the meetings, and they asked, what's the party? And the theme is Gorn around the universe, like going around the universe. And as a theme of Gorning around the universe, what is that meant to be? You'll dress like Gorn. I don't know what that's meant to mean, which is the joke. And the fact that you would have it being a party theme in a pun tells the audience that we've made friends with them enough for it to be normalized. And for me, that's kind of important. I think that's important, and I will continue to mention Gorn in a friendly way. I've done it a couple of times because I just think it's kind of fun. Although when I did the Dreadnought Dominion task sequence, I suggested should we shoot some Gorn because they're villains that time. Oops. Yeah, sorry, Josh. $5 or a drink. Thanks so much. Hey, I'm writing a story. Oh, excellent. I was curious if any modern shuttles would fit into the NX class shuttle starship, but not the refit version. Ooh. Okay, Josh. I'm going to challenge you here. If you can pay in $15 more, and I'll do a shot, I will load up the NX shuttle bay, and I'll load up some shuttles, and we can see together. To scale. If that ain't a deal at $15, or 20, I guess, overall, we can see, because I do think Fleetpool's right. Definitely the pod would fit. I would be shocked if the Type 6 would fit. Really shocked. But I can load up some scales and see, because that's a really good question. I love that as a great question. Because also there is the wings obviously fold in, so there is a slight, size disparity. That's great. And yeah, the Defiant Shuttle Pod would definitely fit as well. That's a great shout. Probably both of them. I haven't necessarily set the scale, but yeah, I could. Like I say, $15, and I can do some scale testing live with you all for the lol. And you can kind of visual. Oh, that's so cool. See, I wish I was rich because it'd be so fun, but also, I wish when I was young, there were these sort of live streams that you could, bribe the person doing the fun stuff like that. Oh, it's okay, Josh. Hey, if anyone else wants to put in 15 for Josh, we'll load up an NX01 shuttle bay and we'll do some scales for Josh and his story. Anybody can put in, and I'll drink as well. 15. It's a steal. Mark says, right? Oh, and Raj, I've seen one episode of the new Futurama. I liked it. I'm excited to see more. I do think Fry sounds older, though, because he's not 20 years older, or 30 years older. Mark, about the Gorn. Right, even by the end of Arena, whereas that Cestus 3 was actually in their space, and they were attacking Starfleet to defend their territory. They aren't animals. No, they are not. I think that's an important distinction. Yeah, don't be mean. Ooh, Erebus. Which shuttle bay? The NX has one on the bottom and one at the back. Well, kind of. It has they're not for shuttle pods. I don't know how you'd launch from there. They're for cargo and for work bee-esque things and inspection pods. Plus, there's no model of them. And I don't know why you would... The NX wouldn't make sense to have two fully... Why would you use that much space for two sets of bays? Because remember, it's one giant bay in the middle and be two aft bays, which each be bays. And if they're connected, you're wasting so much space. So I can see it definitely being a cargo space with a door. That's how I would see it. Because you want to be able to move cargo Bosh! Unexpected. Double decker, which means, oh no, more booze. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, that's a good thing, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, that was a pour. That was a pour. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Josh, you got some friends in this chat. How's that feel, man? Fleetport, $20. I don't have a 15 option. So here's 20 for the shot and the render. Have it at Samuel next time in Canada. You'll get to me. Yes! I would have come to Canada several times, I imagine, if not for COVID, and then Picard, and then lack of money, which is a problem. And Geraldine, here you go. Well, there you go. Right, let's have some. Let's do though. That's great. That was great. Okay. All right. So I need to find the model. Josh, lucky man. Now Defiant. Yes, Defiant Shuttle Bay. Aravis. How do you feel about Defiant Shuttle Bay? Are you a fan? I love how, with the work that I do, some people get to know certain things so well. Just certain locations, certain sets. Okay, now how... Okay, so that is not... okay, how's that in real time? It is okay. Okay, yes, Mark, going off some Project Lodex, perfect. Raj, what are your thoughts on a possible Stargate continuation movie? Yes, please. Please, yes. Only continuation. Yes, please. Continuation or nothing. Oh, I've never gone up here on this one. Ooh, that's cool. A lot of shadows. Okay, so... Yo, Gorgonzola. Congratulations to our newest movie. Thank you. Still was too busy to watch. Oh. What that's funny. Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, or the track to be in Rise. Oh, package post office. Thank you. Cool. Hey, thanks. But yeah, let me know what you think. Please put a comment in the comments of that video. I would love to know what you all think. Aravis, the functional bay is awesome, but way too small. Like, the shuttle would never fit into the ship without some sea trickery and rescaling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually scale the shuttle pod yet to fit. But I mean, it has to fit in the bay, so it's kind of like you're being defined by the size of the doors, which we also can speak to. Okay, so where's my light wave? Window capture? That's what I want. Here's one. Okay. Right. Welcome everyone to the NX-01 hangar bay. Huzzah. Yep, there I am. Okay, so we want to... Now, can you see that? That I'm doing that? No, okay, great. So, let's bring in, first of all, to see if the shuttle pod makes sense in the scale. NX-01 shuttle pod, which I never remember what I've called these things. I have two separate naming structures I really shouldn't have. Let's do them at different times. Okay, so shuttle pod. Now these were designed to work in tandem, so you'd think that they would just work. Oh, that is a small bay. That is a real small bay. Oof, that is a... Wow, that's a small bit. That is a tight fit of a bay. Oh my goodness. I mean, remember, you guys remember the wings fold up, right? So take the wings with the grain of salt that you would have. Okay, so we know that it fits. Cool. Obviously that I assume would be higher? No, okay, well, there we go. Right, so that's the... Oh, Gorgonzola. Oh! Have a... hope the renovating went well. Okay, so... Really small bay. I'm actually kind of shocked. But also not shocked. I mean, they're only going to build it to fit their own structure. But yes, we can load in the shuttle pod, which I can bring in from Emma's films. Aravis, yes, the Defiant was sometimes 120 meters, sometimes 170. They never actually settled on a scale for the show. Well, see, they did. They settled on 150. That's what the CG was scaled at. That's what, you know, if you take the CG model of the ship of the 150, you put it into the correctly scaled DS9, it fits. 120, 170, it doesn't fit in the docking bay. So 150 is the actual working number. It's just in some shots they vary because, right? That's really it, and that's the annoying thing about it. It does work at 150 in all the normal circumstances. Just when you throw unusual circumstances, that's when it messes up. Right, so first of all, let's confirm that the TNG shuttle pod fits in, which it should. And this should be Matthew Lebner, member for 5 months, Admiral! Yes. Congrats on the new film, Commander. Thank you so much. Can't say today, but wanted to give you my support for your first Solo Live. Not first, no, I've done a few of these. It's been many a year I've done a few of these, but I don't do many of them. Because, you know, there's no one to banter with. I like banter. Okay, so we're going to load in what is a duty calls in Emma's film with the shuttle pod. Let's hope it's scaled. Okay, so the hero layer. I don't know how this is going to be. We're gonna find out. And I've never seen these two together either. This is why I like CG. You can play. All right, so take the dropship null and let's copy it over. Right. Bosh. I love this. Oh, I love it. Oh, come on. All right, so this pod definitely fits. Yeah, this. Oh, I love it. And this is a. Okay, 17mm lens. It's crazy. There you go. So that is a shuttle pod. Absolutely not a question. Would fit in the bay. Easy peasy. Would go. Yeah, loads of clearing. Not a problem at all, right? Right. So there you go. Now you've learned that. Let's try a type. Oh, that's interesting. Got the reflection of the. Ah, that's cool. Interactive reflections. All right. Let's try a type 6, which is in a different film, which would be in the Icarus's. Yeah, Icarus is there, and it's near the end. Type 6 flies away. Oh, yeah, Devon. And it's called the Shrine. Great. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's funny what you. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate the call out. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you do a damn shell, you have to name it. And I was like, you know what? I'm calling it a Shran. I thought it was a nice reference to the Beowulf for that sequence. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the call out. Okay, I don't know if this is to scale. I do try and make them to scale. Doesn't mean they are scale for every single thing. But let's find out. Ah, yes, Dan, they are. And I'm really excited for that. Yeah, more Stargate would be good. As long as it's real Stargate. Oh, the model's lost its textures. Because the Type 6 is big, but it's not giant. It's more bulky than anything else. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, it'll fit in the bay. Probably won't fit in the door. Because this is... Okay, moment of truth. Watch out. It just looks so silly, doesn't it? I love it. It doesn't make any sense. Breaks my cannon brain. Okay, so oh, would it just fit through the doors? Do I have doors? No, I don't have doors. Okay. Okay, I mean it is pretty big. And yes, adjustment. Okay. No, okay, I was right on the edge. Okay, so obviously the top bit fits in as it comes in. The front gets lost first. See if we can mitigate that. And then nope, none of the cells hit. So you can't get a type 6 in. A type F probably would. But yeah, it tells you that wouldn't fit. Now of course it's not radically far off, right? I mean, this is like very minimally can't fit, so I feel like you could probably get away with saying it could fit. Because it almost could, right? Almost could. So, I mean, I would be against cheating that a little bit. And it certainly looks pretty cool to have the two... Yeah. That's a cool shot by itself. Oh, look at that. Look at that reflection in the window. Oh, that's great. Look at that. That's a nicely done model. Geek Filter, great short. I love that there's enough lore you've created that you can reference past films. Great film. Thank you. Yes, that was surreal. That was certainly the point of the film, to kind of reference other films. Yeah. Just a nice way of getting stuff in. And there's more to come, right? There's other films. Because it's great, because I have, you know, films that have not come out yet, but that happen in the universe that I can pull from that you won't know yet, etc. Josh, what do you think? Do you have any thoughts, Josh? Talk to me, Josh. Talk to me. Yeah, let's try the Type 11. No, sir. Type 11 not fit. Chaffee's a good shout, which we talked about earlier. I have no idea if this one's a scale, because it is not built to be used in actual scenes. But let's have a look. I don't know. I always try and keep things scaled. Doesn't mean they do. Right. Oh, yeah, obviously. Okay. What a weird name. Ooh, that is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Really? Really? It's just a single cockpit, though. Oh, it's not. It's a 4-person. Ah, right. Okay, that's why. Ah. It looks like a small shuttle, but it is actually meant to fit 2 people side by side. That's so interesting. It won't fit. Oh, it won't. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, it needs to be a single shuttle. More you know, eh? So yeah, that is not fitting at all. That's so interesting. My only other one is the, oh gosh, is the Type 9, which is a big, no, but it's a single man, but it's a big ass shuttle. But we know that won't fit. Let's just try Type 9 just for interest's sake. I assume this one's to scale. I don't actually know if it is. Should be, but let's assume it is. Let's assume it is. Alright, so we want this, and then we want... no. It is hitting all the things, because it's a single person shuttle, right? But clearly the hull amount is a lot larger. There you go, Josh. Very small hangar bay. We have learned. What is that greebly over there? Is that flat? No, that's real. Cool. Wow. That's it's a temperature gauge thing. That's cool. Look at that. How cool is that? And then you turn, it's like, oh my god! What are you doing here, Type 9? See, if I had more 3D modelers, I'd be building all these sets just to use for the fun of it. Because look at that, doesn't that just make you happy as a Trek fan? Although that needs to be higher in frame. Oh, on the light, that's fine. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's not to scale. That's not right. Shuttles aren't that. The 6 and 9 aren't that different. That's the problem. You need them all to be to scale. That was the wrong button. That's what that was. I pushed the wrong button to stop the wrong feature. Okay, we're fine. No problem. No problem. Okay, we're fine. Yes, there we go. That was my Lightwave part 1. But you know, I'm open to more super chats for more requested things. Who knows? It's fun to do. Josh, use a phase cloak again. Sure. For the nacelles. Absolutely. Raj, we're trying to work bee. Yeah, work bee would fit. Work bee would fit, absolutely. Yes, not a band account. Oh, I need to put it over here, don't I? Oh. You asked a question in your Memphis 17 months. Amazing. How did Stranger Worlds Enterprise shrink and downgrade TOS? Where's it on downgrade? Yeah. I mean, that is the question. Yeah. I mean, they haven't got a plan, which is a problem. I just, they don't care, right? They made a choice and they're sticking with it. Engineering. Every set is just infinitely bigger. It is somewhat embarrassing when you look at them side by side, for sure. Right? Because in Cage it was a certain size and I don't know. It's not really practical because it's different. Geek Filter, thanks so much. $5. Oh, it's this. Hoda. Bosh. Great short, Samuel, thanks so much. Nope, well, you read that. Well, you got a double. Got a double. Yeah, Roger. F302 is bigger than the Bay, believe me. It's a giant fighter. Eric, happy to see Sam Solo, captain for 10 months. Thanks, man. I'm at you guys' whim. Yes, I'm at the controller of the super chats. Deary me. And vote in the poll. Currently, we have no 25 of you have not seen my latest film. We'll go watch it. You guys are putting in more suggestions. I mean, I'll throw up the thing again, and you know, for a super chat suggestion, because I must follow what you guys do. Is that them dar the rules? Let's have the God, F302 would be hilarious. Because that actually is a giant fighter. People never realize how big the X302 is. Because it's actually a really big ship. Very few craft are actually as small as you think they are, because they have all the tech to fit in. And it'd be kind of sad if, you know, you could fit all the stuff in something that tiny. It makes sense they have a bit of volume to them. And armor. Armor's good. You know. Armor is good. Oh, Eric, $10. Go work, but here's some support. Well, thank you, Eric. I'll do that. There you go. Hey, any support is always appreciated. And for that, I'll throw in one more thing to the NX. So I'm interested to see Pole Jumper. That's a good. I mean, they're big, right? But that is interesting. Let's put that back up. Yeah, because load it back up. Okay, cool. puddle jumper, you say? Puddle jumper from Stargate Atlantis. Which we want this one, and we want it open. Yes? Yes. It's going to be big. It's going to, especially the pod's open. Oh, I guess we have them closed. Okay, I've got this one closed. Is it because it opens? Yeah, it's because it opens. Oh, right. Puddle jumper, which is designed to go through a Stargate, which gives you a really good indication of Stargate height and dimensions. Let's just get these other ships out. In fact, we don't want them, do we? Because they are taking up render time. Hopefully they don't crash. Okay, cool. Pearl Jumper. Hello, Pearl Jumper. How are you today? Well, it's the entire size of the car park. But there is it. I mean, that's all. I mean, that's. Oh, see, you guys are. You guys and your bloody ideas, because that's a cool visual by itself, isn't it? Imagine a fan film where the NX-01 is derelict and a Pearl Jumper goes in. That's quite a fun visual. Stop giving me ideas. Oh, stop giving me ideas. Because it wouldn't take much, right, to rescale this to feel appropriate. And I don't think fans would complain too much if we were. Well, I'm at an insane focal length right now. Yeah, oh, okay, that does not fit in. I mean, okay, that's more appropriate. And then you're ready for the things come out, and then with the pods out, it well, the pods should not come out. Craziness. Open the pod bay doors, how? Raj, Starbug would never fit. Starbug is like 4 stories. I have no idea if I want to scale properly or not. Hypno, I watched the new short. It was very good. Thank you. What did you like about it? And please do comment on the video itself, because we'd absolutely love to know your feedback on the film. It's a big part of our make them is to hear your thoughts, comments, and questions. Haven't got a blue midget. I would like one though, but I haven't got a model available to make one. I mean, a lot of the things are just fun that are small, but if models aren't free, then you can't model things. I mean, I've got such a list of things that'd be fun to have modeled just to put them somewhere, you know, and give fans wow, you know. But you need modelers. Can't do what I do without them. They are essential. TARDIS. Okay, so I can't use my hero TARDIS because that is in Octane Render. But I do have a fan TARDIS, which I have no idea if it's a scale. Let's find out. That is a few. Oh, the doors are open. How did I? Oh, what? You're a max file with blue midget? What do you mean? How detailed did you make it? Well, that's cool. Yeah, if you send, well, hey, if you send trekyards@hotmail.com a blue midget file, I can put that in a scene. I mean, I won't have it scaled, but oh, max, no. I need an FBX of it to be able to load it. Oh yeah, I need an FBX and OBJ. Send them or a download link to Trekyards at hotmail.com. I'd love to put a blue midget into a scene. But we're saying TARDIS, right? TARDIS. Why are the doors open? I don't know. Okay, we've got a TARDIS, which it covers. Ah, okay, it's in that structure. So it's in Doctor Who. TARDIS. TARDIS Shot 1, TARDIS Assembly, TARDIS Raw Assembly. What's a non-raw assembly? I don't know. How you would think, right? You'd think you'd build TARDIS to scale, right? You'd think, right? You'd think. That's what we like. Does that feel to scale? Yeah, that feels okay. Although, where's the door gone? Where's the door gone? Yeah, I get there's an assembly, but it shouldn't be. Oh, it's just see through. Okay, sure. There you go. There is a TARDIS. It's a whole different fan film idea. Yes, Fleet Paw. Not drinking, Sam here. Go. Let me start. God damn it. Not enough drinking going on here. Sam renders drunk. Blah! Yes, sorry. Export FBX. That would be tremendous. Yeah, email to trekyards at hotmail.com. Trekyards at hotmail.com. And I can load that in. I can put it in Lightwave right now. That'd be exciting. I have got a Starbug. There you go. That'd be so cool. Hey, if you could throw a blue midget that's of a quality that I can utilize in a fan film, there might be a reason to use that soon. Oh dear. And Ray Ricks, very good to see you, Ray. £20. I'm in Fright Fest in London, having a few pints. What is Fruit Fest? Don't know what that is. The largest and brightest international thriller fantasy horror fest. Ooh, okay, well that's cool. Hey, have fun. So you're on your phone in a entertainment venue, watching me drink and render Lightwave. Okay, good for you. Would it be fair for Sam to join me with a shot? Yes. There's two. Oh, and Dan, yes, not bad account. Gifted 1 membership to Dan, who is not a member apparently, but now is. There you go. Cool. But yeah, send a blue midget, and I can throw that in. Trekyards at hotmail.com. But yeah, so there's a TARDIS. Well, that would fit, certainly. Crazy. Very easy, although I don't like the fact that the lights aren't illuminated. There you go, that's a bit better. And then sign top door. Right, so you'll... surely that would work. There we go. There we go. See, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Oh, yes, Ray, okay, just for you. Now, the BSG Viper is tiny. I love the BSG Viper. It's one of the very few. You always put in a scale chart. People are like, what? Ah, thanks, people. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Haven't got a Scorpion attack craft. Sorry. Otherwise, I would. Viper, yes. Viper. Vipers are really wonderfully small. Really, really fun. I love them. So it's Mark 2. No. No, 2's earlier. 4. Ooh, that was a broken assembly. Oh. That makes more sense. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. What the Viper looks like. Next for TARDIS. Now, the real question, Josh, and I know you're still here. This crazy fandom we've got here. Can a TARDIS fit on the top level in X1 Shuttle Pod Bay? I know you've wanted to know this for years now. You probably thought to yourself, right? Can a TARDIS fit up there? No. No, it can't. Although, what a shot that would be, though, to have a sequence where those doors open and TARDIS came in casually. That'd be a phenomenal little shot. No, I was wrong. It is a Mark II. It's because I got confused because the tag miniseries. Let's go red. I haven't got any of those. Okay. That's still no blue midget at Trekyards at hotmail.com. That's okay. Let's. Okay, Viper Mark II. No. No, sir. I apologise. It is far too long. It might be comparable in relative structure size, but the wingspan makes it rather a no. And to highlight that, oh, here's a shot of it from the outside, looking in. But TARDIS fits. Yes, Josh. See, everyone came out to support you. As you. How I think it should be. Yes, Wolf 359. Beautiful stuff. Really, really impressive. And obviously I should know because I do a lot of space CG. It's busy work. It's a lot of stuff you gotta do. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Okay, I'll do one more thing, my own volition. Do I have... Oh, because they're all on. Damn it, Octane. Damn it. I pre-thought myself. TIE Fighter wouldn't fit, obviously. Okay, no, I've got a few original. Okay, I have got a working TIE Fighter. I do, okay, good. Will a TIE Fighter fit into ANXO1 shell pod? Huh? Huh? Yes? What? Oh, well. Okay. What? I mean, you give it its full wingspan and it... Oh, look at that. If oh my goodness, if it went not to the bit with the pole, which I'm sure can go up. Oh my god, it fits just. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is a snug fit. Is that really the scale of the... I mean, it's a single person. That can't be right. But it says scaled, though. Yeah. I mean, it can't be, right? I've got a pilot model. Hold on. Gotta come to the end of this, because it says scaled, doesn't mean to. Right, I got this model, which is a sitting pilot, and we know roughly how big the cockpit should be. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No. Good. Right. There we go. Okay. No, it doesn't make sense. Good. Phew. So it should be more like this. Yeah, about that. Okay, take two. Does the TIE Fighter fit? And the survey says... No! No. No, it does not. But the real question is, can a TARDIS fit into a TIE fighter and not look ridiculous? Do I have any real eyes in the scene? I have no idea. And the survey says, who knows? Crazy. Blue midget sent. Oh, excellent. Hello, name that I was about to say, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't say your name, but hello, hello. Fun, fascinating. Let's have a look. Gosh, it's like double live. Can you give us a brief history of how and where you got the model? Just so I have some brief context, because that would be useful. And I've looked at one recently, so I should be able to guess how accurate it is. There's a bit of TARDIS back in here, just for the lols. So we do like a TARDIS. That's just a cool shot, isn't it? Actually, let's go 10mm. We're fish-eyeing, guys. We're fish. Well, you know what? Let's go 6mm. We're going fish-eye, everybody. We're going fish-eye. Well, let's have a look at your 3D. Oh, let's have a look. Because if that fits, I have a. Did you make it? Did someone else? Well, did someone else make it? Yeah, it's either you or someone else. What a stupid thing to say. Yeah, is it one that you? I mean, the readme, isn't it? No. Okay, so somebody else did. Cool. No textures though. So was it meant for printing? Geek Filter. The question is, does the NX-01 fit inside the Voyager shuttle bay? Everybody in the chat right now say no. No. It does not. No. That's a silly question. Makes no sense. No sense. No sense at all. None. Let's go telephoto on this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this set is not made for telephoto. Well, that said, you can get a cool double thematic view. Right, let's have a look at the blue midget then. Okay. And guys, remember, it's the Drunkyards. So, as I've been drinking, you can tell I'm getting a bit more slurry. You know, a few 5s, a few 10s. I have many more boozers here. I'll have a sip right now. I have a orange something cider over there. Alright, so while you guys look at that. Oh, 6 bags, that's quite a lot. Blue midget. Let's have a look. Never seen a 3D model of this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I did make words there. Such a silly design. Blue. Here's a texture though. Let's have a look. So that's from their show. Okay, so it's kind of sort of there, but they simplified a few things. I mean, yeah, it's okay, right? Yeah, it's pretty okay. I don't think it's gonna fit in the bay though, but sure, I can load it in and guess scaling. So obviously know the scaling. 2015. But your dimensions look pretty good. Jonathan, what do you think of the musical episode? I love musicals. I don't love musicals unless they're really good musicals. But it was, yeah, it was good. I mean, I think obviously anything, the song core is going to vary, right? So not going to have a total swing and a hit. It was good. It was good. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was some cringe. It was some very classy. It was shockingly good, right? Like, it could have been way worse. Yeah, I was happy with it. And go watch our 2-hour review, live review, and our editor review as well, because the door. Okay, so I can scale it based on the door, which I can do right now. I know I'm doing off screen. Well, anyway, I guess I can swap to the other Lightwave, can't I suppose? Which would be modeler, which is there you go. So this is just, you can watch what I'm doing. There's a lot of surfaces. Wow, there's a lot of surfaces. I wonder if it's done in my... Oh, you said Max, didn't you? Yeah, definitely some rough spots, but that's okay. So what we want to do is we want to do a 6-foot person, because doors tend to be done for about that. So a trick I learned from a friend of mine: you just make a box and you make it 6 foot, which is 1.82, and then, not to confuse yourself, you make it a person shape, and you flip it so you have it as a, and then of course Bosch. Oh, is it close? Well, that's good. If that would be true. Oh, because it's a non-depth box. Okay, well, it's not a million miles. Oh, yeah, both at the same time. Okay, it's not a million miles off. Not far off at all. I mean, I guess that's fine scaled. So there's a cockpit as well. Nope. Okay, well, she's scaled roughly. Cool. What are people saying? Yes, and $20 for the blue midget, which we are doing. Unexpected bagel. Happy Drunkyards Day, Samuel. Thank you. Happy Drunkyards Day to you. Okay, and a huge. Oh, I swap the source. Which one is the one? Okay, in a huge swing. Let's put in a red dwarf blue midget, just to see how it goes. It's not gonna go well. Chug, chug, chug. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, oh, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Did I not save it properly? Oh, okay. Okay, it's got lots of layers. That's fine. Right, let's make a null. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to load in the drop. Right, this is going to be silly. Are you ready? Everyone's ready? Okay. I mean... yeah, it's a little big. Ooh. It's not It's not efficiently modelled because it is slowing down my machine. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, it is much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but also I'm not really surprised. I mean, the sign fits in the bay. Is that what you wanted to know? Right, well, there you go. Where's it gone? There's the door. The door fits. No, it's not. I need to make sure it's all. There you go. Yeah, it's probably a bit smaller than that then. Okay, so the door, let's say, is only slightly bigger than person, you go with that, say. Oh, no. A little more. I mean, it's pretty big. Pretty big. There you go. Blue midget. Next to a TIE fighter. The crossover you never knew you needed. Next to a Viper. Goodness gracious me. And all because of you, Josh. How do you feel? So yes, in your original question, will a blue midget from Red Dwarf fit inside an X1 shuttle bay? No. All right. We officially answered your question. There we go. So Brexit, the latest fan film, is it the one we were contributing to at the end of last month, December? I believe that was 3 years ago. Yes and no. Yes, November it was to help all the films. This one was one that was not announced because it wasn't made at that point. It was we want extra stories, as in for the characters to fit into other bigger stories. We did release one of those, Legacy, which was released last time. Next is going to be the, what's it called? The Doomsday Machine one. That should be fun. Yeah, I mean, in general, it's just to, help the fan film group, really, because we have many things in production. It's a budget to spend to make sure things can happen. But yeah, many films, and and it's nice to have films that no one donates to and yet still gets. That's always a fun thing. Oh, that's a nice comment. 4,100 views. Yes, that was fun. What's really going to blow everyone's mind is that this whole time the sizing's been inside the Discovery's turbolift shaft. Oh my god, damn. Oh no. Oh no. Crazy. Joan, favorite musical. Rent. Which I've not seen, but I know that the Discovery guy's in it. Am I right? I don't know. But I need to go do something. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you all my... So basically what it is, as I mentioned a minute ago, Trek Shorts, my fan film group, released a Patreon, which is pretty bold, I know, because, you know, more to do. But it's a Patreon, which is obviously a monthly donation platform, which allows us to have the confidence to keep making things. With a GoFundMe for the summer, which was really, really helpful for a lot of really useful things. Yeah, a lot of useful things. But we've got 2 projects coming out. Well, one just came out, but 2 things were scheduled, and then a giant thing. And so many hours are required that it's kind of interfering with everything else I'm doing. So support is very useful. We launched a Patreon yesterday, and I am thrilled to report that we have raised. We're up to a wonderful $185 a month. I would love to see 500. That would be an absolute dream goal. And I went out my way to make this Patreon video, which was a lot of fun, and it shows a lot of really cool things. So I'm going to play this while I go briefly sort something out. And A, it's just a good video, and B, it does show some fun things that I've not even teased, that I've had that have been produced. Because that's the thing, the money raised from the Indiegogos ends up going towards a variety of things, stuff you don't even know about, because, you know, it's fun to have and fun to do. So it's a lot of cool stuff. And if you have any questions, please watch the video, take a look. There's some really cool reveals in it that are brand new. Any questions, I'm here to ask. And if we can get 1 or 2 Patreon supporters from this live, that'd be amazing. You know, $5 a month, you won't even notice. That is always the thing. But $10, you know, would you even know it's $10? I don't know. Maybe not. But we certainly would. So here is the Patreon video, and like I say, a lot of cool stuff in there. So do give it a watch. Make sure there's going to be audio.
Hello, my name is Samuel Cockings, and welcome to the Trek Shorts Patreon. What is Trek Shorts? Well,
audio, cool. So I will leave you with me. You're back in 5 minutes. Yeah, take a watch. I'm excited by everything in it. So have a look. And if you want to support, please do.
Hello, my name is Samuel Cockings, and welcome to the Hello, my name is Samuel Cockings, and welcome to the Trek Shorts Patreon. What is Trek Shorts? Well, we're a YouTube channel and a group of people that have come together to make primarily Star Trek fan films, but also some Stargate, Star Wars, and other things in development. And crossovers. You know, we love crossovers. Why Patreon? Well, Trek Shorts has grown a lot since we started. All the way back in 2012, when I made my first fan film, a Stargate one, things have developed, and I have an amazing group of people with me on this project. The cast is just phenomenal, and let's be honest, you get amazing cast, great costumes, great props, great digital sets. When they're all created, and seeing them on screen, just they feel alive. You want to create more things. And as you've seen, we've produced a ton of short films, various sort of character pieces and sci-fi pieces and action pieces and documentaries. It's a broad canvas we've painted here at Trek Shorts, and we have many more to do. We've done Indiegogos before to support the actual production costs of these films, but to keep producing them, we need support. At the level and pace we want to do, we could make a couple of films a year, or we can make many films a year, and that's where Patreon comes in. It's a monthly donation towards what we do here to allow us to put the time, effort, and resources into producing these quality short films on a regular basis with our amazing cast. Because the further we develop our skills to make Trek Shorts, the higher bar we have, the longer it takes to make them. You know, things like the de-aging and the up-aging, and just things like that. Yeah, we need time, and Patreon is here to give us that time and help us with that. What's great about Patreon is that it's a monthly donation platform. You can give anything a month. Most people can spare $1, but if 100 of you give $5 or 100 of you give $10, that's $1,000 to support this channel. And it isn't just Trek content, remember, it's Stargate, Star Wars, and more. That's supporting this channel, letting us do content. One of the best parts of Trek Shorts is the props and costumes we've been able to acquire and build up over the years, thanks to all the Indiegogos and fan support. The fact that we can have things like the TNG phaser rifle just ready to use in any given film is absolutely amazing. It's just production value and bringing the universe to life. And to be able to go from one extreme of a classic TNG phaser rifle to a Picardo phaser, just we have them in our prop armory, I suppose, just ready to bring in films, and the ability just to have them ready to go is phenomenal. The big props might be fun, but we love our regular hand props for everyday films, whether on location or whatnot. The static, amazing quality resin phases for all the different eras, and then the hero phases that actually work. Let's be honest, one of the coolest props in Trek is the tricorder, because, oh, look at that. I mean, it just is brought to life on screen. And then we also invested in multiple eras of tricorders. Just randomly can put in films, oh look, they need a tricorder. Okay, here's a hero prop that it makes a difference. But it isn't just about Star Trek fan films. We are doing other universes as well. Trek might be the focus, but we have other things that have been filmed in development, and there are stories there that are worth waiting for. Things like our Stargate miniseries, which we've already released a bit of, and parts in our Star Trek films. Yeah, we're connecting it a bit. I mean, these amazing props that bring on screen just, yeah, they look amazing, and they just sell you what we're trying to do. Not just Stargate, Star Wars. Yes, we've got a Star Wars batch of films that are rather ambitious, and a lot that's already shot. It's just so much fun, and as a lover of these things, as a storyteller, to be able to work in these universes is incredible, and you guys love them. And production value, we want to aim what we do with the Trek, in the Gate, and the Wars, and I think we're doing it, and I can't wait to release these films. There's some really fun stuff going on, so yes, other universes and other fun to be had. But it isn't just the big props, you also have small things that really help add to a scene, like isolinear chips, or isolinear rods. Little things that just make a scene come to life. And you know what? We're forgetting the most obvious thing. The uniforms. Look behind me. That's incredible. We've really worked to invest in our costume set. Because we have few actors, but multi-eras, we're able to invest in good quality costumes for each era of each person. It opens up so many possibilities. With the de-aging, we can bring older actors into the younger era, aging younger into the older, and all of this fun variety. It's just, as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, it is so amazingly rewarding to be able to play in these different sandboxes and bring them to life. Yeah. Help Trek Shorts and this YouTube channel produce more content, finish the content we've already filmed, and just have fun in a small way in the Star Trek, Star Wars, and Stargate universe. Support us today for as little as $5 a month, or 10 or 20 or 50, whatever, to make these films and keep them coming to you on a regular basis. Thanks so much, and go watch one of our films. There's lots to watch. Thank you.
Thank you. As I was saying, the links in the chat now to the Patreon. If you want to support, please do. We do some fun stuff over at Trek Shorts, which includes Star Wars and Stargate, as you saw. Oh my god. Crazy. Yeah. I do too much. But it's good. It's a legacy, isn't it? It's a fun legacy. And, you know, a wonderful excuse. Excuse to all the props and costumes that I have right there. I'm staring at a significant amount of them. Yeah. It's nice. It's a fun excuse. But yeah, any questions, thoughts? And yes, de-aging is a lot of fun. It's just a powerful tool to be able to tell new stories, and it's been a dangerously useful tool because, of course, if you can tell new stories with the same characters, but in the past, that's a whole range of fun things you can do. Yeah, dangerous, and even actors that look young, you can have. We've got a something with Emma. We actually de-aged her even younger, which is a really funny concept because the other actor on the shoot was saying, "Oh, they're not a lot younger. No, Emma looks too young." And you put the de-age on them, and you show a test. You're like, "Oh." You sort of bring the youth factor back because you can look like a normal adult and then suddenly a youthful younger person. So that'll be a really powerful start to that film, which no one's expecting, which is great. So Bragg says, Sam, you're British. Yes, I am. Have you ever watched the sci-fi sitcom Hyperdrive? 2 seasons. First aired on Boost 2 back in 2006 and 7. Starred Nick, Miranda, and Kevin Ebnott. Ooh, which one's Kevin Ebnott? In fact, you're highlighting him. Oh, yes. I have to say, yes. I wouldn't say it was massively memorable. I mean, Red Dwarf is such a unique exception when it comes to that sort of drama. But I do remember liking it. I like the ship design. And Miranda and Nick were great in it. But I guess it's not quite as standard as a time as it could do. Yeah. I'll have to watch it again sometime. Joanne says, is de-aging what you do when you see flashbacks or future versions of the characters? Sometimes. So we use a variety of tricks. With Nim, we love Nim. She, using hair and makeup and both, we can do between 20 and 40 with her by changing... adding. Well, I mean, we've got variants for all the eras because we've used most of the eras. With how how would the makeup of the character change as the confidence changes? And makeup, you might say there's no makeup in Star Trek, but you look at Beverly, you look at Marina, Troy. There is actually lipstick and there's makeup, right? So it's naturalistically there. So for example, they have in earlier films we went for more of a bright lipstick, which is more like, hey, I'm trying to be all bold and hello. There's like a purple one later on with more of an eye. Then we had those eyeline things that kind of are fun, and then we moved the eyes and then added more of a darker lip and then some bronzer. So it's been a variation, and the hair, obviously, in youthful hair versus non-youthful. So that's for Nim. When it gets into 50s, for Captain Nim, we do digital CG aging because you can't go from being a 30-year-old actress to a 50-year-old actress. You do look different. For the older actors, you can look in your 40s, 50s for a long time, or you can look younger, and we do them straight down to the 20s. We have several pieces where Nick Cook, who is his 50s, is in his 20s, and that is a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of fun, and it's fun. We did one take. Oh god, what was the film actually? Oh, it was the big project, and there's a sequence where Nick is young, and you try and do other tricks, right? You try and do other fun ideas, and so you things you think about. You're directing a performance, right? The first thing is performance, but I'm also having to see it through the lens of you are 30-ish years younger, 25 years younger. Raise your vocal pitch. If you're a bit more here, you sound. But if you're a bit more here, you sound a bit younger. not that extreme, but they're. I kept telling him, raise the pitch, just a little bit, just consciously raise the pitch, and it would make a meaningful difference to the performance, because you also, because there's I have not seen it, but the but Indiana Jones, the new one, I know had some negative comments about the full face de-aging, because it was still 80-year-old Harrison. Can't hide the voice so much, there's things you can't do so much in the performance level that would not come through. But voice is one, if you can moderate it a little bit, you have to be conscious, and also the lines. Like, I'm not writing for aged hunter. There's it's writing, right? If you're writing a 20-year-old, you should feel like a 20-year-old. So a lot of fun. But Fleet Paw, $5, which is this again. So the question is, if I give you a picture of me 15 years ago, could you de-age me and have it stick in real life? Well, the first part, yes. I'll happily give you a de-age if you'd like. Fleet Paw. Can't do in real life. The amount of people, when I say I do de-aging, if I had $1,000 for every person that said, "Can you do it for me in real life?" I'd fund Trek shorts. Everyone says that. What's this phone? Everyone says that. It's literally everyone. Don, you watched First Meeting. Amazing stuff. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. What do you like about it? So Bright says, de-aging. Reminds me of Rascals. You guys could play by little children. One of our actors has got a niece that we were tempted to make be her daughter. If you CGA the actress and then have them play the daughter, which is such a surreal idea, because it would be their blood relative, but then it's a weird thing to do, but also it's really exciting. Adam, we put a pin on that. Hypno, does Emma have her own channel? I feel like I watch her videos all the time, but partially face blind. Yes! Emma started YouTube around when we did, actually. And she only kicked into like internet fame when I found her. I think I found her like second popular video. There you go. There's Emma Thorne, and that was great. That's how she got involved. She became more famous, more popular, and she has some really fun stuff and some diverse stuff. She, for a little while did mostly the stuff that was getting lots of views, but then she kind of diversified a bit more, which is lovely to see. But no, de-aging is a dangerous thing. I've been tempted to write an entire documentary in de-age, which is just ridiculous thing to try and do, because that's like 20-30 minutes of CG face. And the thing about CG face, right, is that it's a CG face, but you are technically creating a box of footage around them, which is of an inferior quality to the footage. So you've actually got to crop the face in every frame, which is a pain in the ass, especially with things like green screen lines, because if you're de-aging, if the person turns, but you're still de-aging the nose, but it's worse footage than the real footage, so you have to get the whole thing. It's a whole thing. Isn't that what you do with mocap? No, I have never used mocap. I have no mocap soup. Well, I have no mocap soup. I have no mocap suit. No. Even if you did... No, even if you were doing CG face replacement... I don't know if you do mocap with that original actor, but then you're just putting them in a green suit and you're doing a full CG... Because they did when they did The Irishman, it was It was non-mocap digital face replacement based on line of sight scanning, basically. Normally, though, it's all... Because mocap, you don't lip sync properly. Interesting. But yeah, no, really fun to make that Patreon video. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see what we've got going on. The next planned project, which is a new one, has a crazy fun, silly idea, which you're not going to expect. Then hopefully after that, we have the big project, which certain assets have to be finished, and we're trying to sort of delay that a little bit to give them more time. We also have to get, well, we might have to get someone down from Ireland.
23.
Yeah, we just want to do a good job. You know, we want to do really nice. We just want to do good films, you know, and things that obviously are they're made by fans, but to a hopefully good enough quality to sit back and enjoy and sort of relax. But it's just fun to add that extra context of alternate universes, alternate eras. You know, it's really nice to see the what ifs. You know, like when I was young, I do remember distinctly playing with Lego, obviously, and all that stuff. But just the idea of spaceships flying was always something that really I zoned in on. And I mean, clearly there's a reason, because now it's what I do every day, pretty much. And the idea of seeing these multiple visuals combined, especially in the world where you aren't limited by licenses, where you don't need to, pay. I mean, Ready Player One, right, was sort of the example of this, but you don't need to pay Universal to use BSG or find the rights down the rabbit hole for this design from this show in the old days, right? There's things that are a bit complicated, and if you simplify it and just show a visual and sort of makes sense, you're able to bring fans together. You're able to show the scales. I always like showing real scales and just make that memory that. And you could argue, fine, sure, it's taking toys and slamming them together and seeing what if. But I try and be more elegant with that and make a real story. But you know, people haven't made these crossovers before because it takes time, effort, and money. That's the thing, right? It takes a budget, and we've created a great community for Trek Shorts and Trekyards, etc., that it allows us to have this base freedom, and it's amazing, right? So we get these cool things that I never thought I would see or make. The Prodigy film, that came out of nowhere because Prodigy got cancelled. I was able to do a Protostar meets Katinga flies into a sun or away from the sun. That's amazing. What else do I do? Oh, Protostar meets NX-01, right? Stuff that's silly and fun and amazing. And then you have the Stargate film with Emma, where she meets a mothership. Again, wow, crazy, fun, yay. Right? It's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. So it's nice to be the guy that does that, and I hope you guys, continue to support it because it's fun. So Brax says, John, isn't the adding a face over the actor's face, so to say, or is mocap replacing it? Yeah, it's adding a face over a face and then cropping around the new face to fit in with the old face. Which is why often you'll see the original hair, unless it's Nick and you gotta make the hair a bit darker, then it varies. But it's new footage, right? It's a de-aged footage on top of old footage, which is why the resolution's worse and doesn't always line up, etc. It's tricky, right? But it's amazing, because the first one we did it for was, actually I can show you all, I'm sure Nick wouldn't mind sharing along. Nope, Pursuit of a Dream. So this is a wonderful film
You dreamed.
that I'm exceedingly proud of doing. Okay, I do have my headphones now. Doop. Okay, so we want to be smaller now, because I want to still be... So this is Pursuit of a Dream, which is Nick Cook's tremendous film. I did direct it, but I would tell you if it wasn't great, because I believe in honesty for those sorts of things. This is Pursuit of a Dream. This is the first time I ever did de-aging, and it was not planned, de-aging. I worked something out as I was doing, I guess, the space effects for it. I can't remember. So if you go to the end of the
Find
film,
something I lost.
so that's present
But I
day.
suppose that was just another childish dream. Childish? All the stories.
Oh, I
grew
filmed it as
up
well
with.
with my camera. So
Distant
although we didn't grade
stars.
it. So yeah, this is
Daniel Hunter.
So yeah, that's present day him.
I cannot. Was it
A
worth
little bit
it?
of grey, a little bit
It-
of stubble,
Just a...
Oh,
and then if you go back one era, it's also real him.
power to move worlds. Surely there's something in the archive that could help.
I'm sorry, but there is not.
But then, so remember, this is yeah, there's Romans as a whole. So yeah, that's real him. But if you go one era back, this is DH him,
47.
partial DH,
You're the con? Obvious.
because of course Voyager is
Now,
significantly
why are you
before.
here?
There's a war going on. The Klingons are trying to annex this entire sector. World
And
after world.
then we went back even further, and you have TNG him,
Why are you here?
who's even younger.
Looking for you, I suppose.
You suppose.
Can you take me to the archive?
Why do you seek the archive?
I'm a Starfleet officer, an explorer.
Yeah,
It's a
full
very
DH.
poor
He's
answer.
DH for like
Because it's a mystery. And because no one else has ever found it.
And what will you do with it?
The wisdom of the Takon?
yeah, full de-aged, right? It's and then yeah, it cuts from
Take it back to my...
that into real him. You know, substantial difference. And that was all. That was the film we learned it on. That's the film I said, you know, it's a fan film, right? So you don't expect it. So you could achieve it, the story without the de-aging, but it adds so much extra texture and context. And it was a hell of a challenge because he moves a lot in there's several walk-in shots, which were an absolute. But it was really useful to go to test with a real challenge because that made me learn very quickly. Let's reply to Marie. Yeah, exactly. A lot of difference. Really fun. And then, right, so Brexit. So, on the video you just played us, you showcased a TNG phase rifle. Yes, I did. Do any of his weapons have any movable parts, like when an officer would want to open it to charge power sources to charge? Yes, the obviously TOS phaser has the Type 1 you can remove. The TNG, I mean, technically, right, the battery compartment is the power pack compartment, so you could, or the power unit, you could, I guess, replace that. The Nemesis one does have the movable, or the pull-outable phaser chamber vroom bit, right? But I mean, most props don't move, right? I mean, how many do anything really? They're all kind of static props. But yeah, I mean that one does. I you know, the hero ones, what you see in the show is kind of just what you get. And that's the thing. That's the funny giant thing, is that we've got all these amazing projects we've designed and filmed, but there's still props you want to use. There's still scenarios. There's still, like, I really want to do a whatever I was saying. People talking to me. Yeah, a lot of fun. And I say dangerous because the de-aging is so powerful. Yes. Good stuff. We've got another character who we've digitally face changed to play a different character, sort of. That's a whole thing. But yeah, like I said, if you want to support the Patreon, please do for Trek Shorts. We have some really cool stuff that we are doing. And do share the word of the film, the last film, because we want to get views. These things aren't just being made, they're being made for people to see and enjoy. That's important. Why make stuff unless you want people to see it? Is my motto. But of course, guys, I said Drunkyards live, so we'd love to get a few more super chats. For more drinks, I have more drinks with me right now. Would be nice, because the more we get, the more things happen, the more fun we can have as we get on to 9 PM. But this thing only goes as long as you guys want to. Yeah. Bye. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Gosh, what else is happening in my world? Obviously, do check out today's video on Trekyards, which is here, where a special message from Aaron Walker, lead writer of Prodigy Season 2. Yes, 2. He was one of the lead writers in Season 1. Prodigy, hashtag save such Prodigy. It is a giant opportunity that needs to be grabbed by the fans. The show is a great show. It only got better throughout the season, more so that you got to know the characters. I mean, any show where everyone's fresh is going to be a jumping off point, right? And then full season leads you to, where do you go from there? That's the question. So that's all the more exciting, and we hope that they'll get, pretty sure they'll get a backer, a release point for part 2 for season 2. But I'm pushing for season 3. That's my goal, is to help them get to that, because being able to write more is important. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, any more super chats, any more drinks? I've got a bit of everything left. Up to you guys. Or comment, questions, thoughts. If you want to ask me, I mean, you guys always ask Stuart some really interesting questions on his late night lives. I'd love the questions. I'd love the comments and the questions. I'm right here. I'm open for questions and comments and thoughts, etc. And after a few drinks.
Surprising my one.
What an ad. Let me know. Oh, okay. And Master Replica just released a thing. What did they release? Oh, they did an ISS device. I haven't even seen an ISS device. That's Travel Pod, Shuttlecraft, Raven, Kelvin Timeline Set, Krenim, ISS Discovery. Oh, that warship's gone. But Prey Set, Rhode Island. Oh, Doctor Who, there we go. What are they offering? Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, man. Okay, I do need to buy a... oh no. My wallet. Okay, hold on. God, we're 7 minutes in, eh? See if I can get this thing. But I bet it won't. I bet it won't. Oh dear. It's like live buying number. This is drama. Try not to say anything out loud. Will that let me get it? Oh. Oh, I actually got something. Oh my god. Wow, I had to act fast there. Oh my goodness, that was stress. Huh. How many left? There were so oh god. What is my life and why is my life my life? I so want to pimp the let me show you what the thing was. Do we still have that? Yeah, so Master Replica was just doing a Doctor Who thing. Hello. What? Which I didn't know they were doing until I got an email, and they were doing. I can zoom a bit. And these are old Eagle Moss stock. They were doing. Although look at that, it's not very. Oh, that's not very good likeness, is it really? I was able to get first Doctor TARDIS, which I actually quite like now. I've had one built in 3D. And also, and this one's one I actually have looked at previously. This is the 8th Doctor's one, which is my personal favourites, and I obviously didn't have very many because I had 8 when I looked. So to get that, how many people really want this though? This is yeah, that's tempting, but without the rest of the room, it's a bit weird. Cybermen are quite cool, but they haven't got my favourite, which is a bit redundant. Oh, okay. This is the batch. Oh, is that tempting? Oh, it's kind of tempting. That's quite a lot though, isn't it, really? But it's got my favourite Cybermen, and I mean, I like both of these. That's a lot of money though, isn't it? And they got the new ones. Look at that. Look how many you get. My goodness. That's so many Daleks. Wow. That's like, well, it's less than £10 each. Then you get 4. Oh my goodness, is that? Oh, that's a really bad Joe. But I mean, how detailed can you get when you're that small? And then first Doctor with the because they were both Cyberman packages, but that's so much. Yeah, boy, the drama we all just had as I was off Fleetport. It's 9, but we had to, I made dinner early. Yes, it's Master Replica. It's the Eagle Moss stock site. I took the remaining stock and they have been selling it, etc. And I got myself a first and a movie Dr. TARDIS, which I wasn't expecting to get. Yeah, but the Cybermen are kind of tempting, but that's like £100. But I do like those a lot. And how else do you get? I don't know. And I mean, oh man. Oh, they got both versions of My Doctor of Eight. I don't have one of them as a waistcoat. What is with the Sonic? And the interesting. Okay, so everyone who got that got it then. Weird. This is in low stock. Okay, so yeah, we did. Anyway, that was because I have looked for that TARDIS before. I've been. How much did it say it was on eBay? I didn't just open it. I don't know if they're rare. Okay, well, same price as eBay, but hey, you know what? That's okay. Oh, I've got my because I got my favourite one here that I got years ago, which is a really nice size and really nicely detailed. So if it's this size, that'd be tremendous, but I'm very happy with this. It's my absolute favourite TARDIS console. Love it. I don't think these are easy to get anymore. Yeah. Anyway, hi. Slight tangent there. Fleetball! Exterminate dog, yes. Yes. Ah, dear me. Yeah. The excitement. But yeah. As always, it's up to you guys what we talk about or say. As I mean, you know, there's less of you here and not as many people are engaging, so it's kind of up to you guys how do I continue for. I'd love to hit another $34. That'd be a tremendous roundup, I will admit, for a gentle Drunkyards. A gentle, chill Drunkyards. Yeah. Yeah. You know, go watch the film. Hey, it's sponsored on Patreon if you want to. Trekyards, we've got more lives this week. As Lower Decks, boy, I mean, Lower Decks, man, they can do anything, can't they? That is... Try and predict what Lower Decks are going to do. You can't, which is great. Or not. And it'd be interesting if they do acknowledge more Stranger Worlds Discoveryverse, or if they stick to the TOS. We'll see. Or if they don't use TOS. Or if they acknowledge Picard in any way. Don't know. And what guest stars, because we know they're going to have some guest stars. They always do. Don't know. Devon... That. Oh, buy it. Buy it, no. Do you play any current Star Trek games? I play the game of Life. Star Trek Life. I did play Resurgent, a good amount of Resurgent. I've not finished it, but actually they released their patch, so now I can play it in 4K, which I would love to. But they keep meaning to get back to that. Yeah, I played Stowe. I was an open beta access player, gosh, many years ago, which was great. I've played it when the first person expansion came out because the third person fighting was poo. It was a fun game. It's a fun game for sure. I mean, that's the thing, right? Isn't it? I could either play, or I could create. That's the biggest thing. Oh, 8th dot TARDIS, one left. One left. The last one. One left. Distress. Yeah, and I'm making Star Trek content. That's the crazy thing. I'm adding to the universe versus playing But I will say there's some resurgence stuff happening on my end, which is cool. And someone in the chat might be important in that sub-arc. If you're still here, say hi. you should know who you are, because one of them, but So Brax's last 8th Doctor TARDIS I just bought from the site, because they had stock, the TARDIS interior. Oh yeah, who saw the TARDIS in the Patreon video? That was fun to reveal. We didn't expect to throw those off, but I wanted to show more stuff. I wanted to show all the things. So that was fun. Because I've got 2 different Doctor Who things in mind. We are running out of months, obviously, but I've got a Doctor Who something. I've got a bigger thing that I'd love to do. It's more complicated. We did a test thing, but it didn't really work fully. But there's another thing I think is very doable. That'd be nice to do. I would like to do it. It's just not. Well, I mean, I would like to do an anniversary. Well, that's the thing, right? Isn't it? The Patreon is an important thing, right? Having the regular support does make a difference, because random things cost random money, and there is a Doctor Who anniversary film I'd like to do and get out this year in the anniversary. It's not giant, but it's got a lot of fun little things.
2380.
And that's part of the fun. And it's nice to give actors something else. You know, especially when you work with them for a while, you want to challenge them, and you know their basic vibe, and so when you shift that vibe and you direct them until they do a good job, as in, like, you know they can do it, and you do it. It's fun to see. It's fun to see. It's nice to be outside the zones. Fleet Command. I mean, I have played a bit of Fleet Command. I played on my phone when it first came out, and the initial grind was too annoying. I did load up on my PC when I did PC port, and that I was slightly more impressed with, because it was just, interesting. Oh.
When you watch us.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's I asked a question for a thing. That's shockingly good. What? Sorry, I'm always perplexed. I know. Is it what? These can't be the real ones, surely. They're just ones he's found. Sorry, fascinating. People and things, right? People and things. Oh, yes, Prodigy. What happened to Prodigy? Well, Prodigy. Prodigy was. Oh, thanks, Strike. Appreciate it. Comment in the comments of that film. Yes, Prodigy. We've been many a time, and obviously go watch my videos with Stuart, because we've reacted to it very much live almost. We know that the show is not getting the views it should do, but it wasn't being supported in a meaningful way by Paramount and CBS. The release of the first season was in 3 chunks. That's crazy, especially for a show aimed at a younger audience, etc. But the show itself was written with a growing up in mind, with a development in mind. It was a good show. So season 1 came out over a chunk of time, didn't get the views it could have, and Paramount and all the streamers are in currently a recessive point in their budgets. And if you're looking at a raw budget sheet, then you're seeing if a show, you put this much money in, you're not even hitting your basic goal, okay, fine. But the season 2 was halfway produced when that note came. They were on target to be finished producing by just after Christmas. And season 2 is done. Amazing, right? And yet Paramount didn't cancel it, but they removed the initiative to release the second season on their networks, either Nickelodeon or Paramount, and also removed the season 1 from their networks. This is to remove the need to pay royalties, anything to the actors, and also I'm sure, the promotional costs to promote season 2. You know, they always say in a feature film, say the budget is 200 million, they might put 100 million into the promotion of the film to get it out there to people, and therefore the actual recoup budget is 300 million once all is said and done, because, you know, those red carpet events are expensive and you have to pay the actors to be there, etc. So it's a thing, right? But if you don't promote it, things come and go, and you're just like, oh, was that a thing? And you know, you wonder why no one goes to see it or tunes in to see it. So they decide not to do anything and leave out to the wolves, but still finish off paying people on contract to finish the season to allow it to be shipped out to other streaming services, because at the end of the day, if Paramount can get someone else to buy it, the rights to stream it, they get money, and they get you know, the effort, the work, is done, and the money and such comes back in. So there's definitely a want to get it finished. And once it's finished, just let's get out there to somebody, right? So it's currently a state of no man's land, except being finished. And we, of course, hope that someone is going to bring in, show it, and market it in a more successful way that will garner the interest of more people and bring out season 3 and 4, because we're in a great era, great art design, great cast, great potential that I'm sure we'll see in season 2. Hope that answers your question. But I am part of the campaign to get season 2, the #SaveSuchProject campaign. There's a thing I'm doing, which you will see, hopefully not before too long. I'm excited, right? I'm really excited to show you all. But guys, I think we're in the final closing little bit. I would love to see $24 to round up. We would love that. Any last questions, comments, thoughts? This has been fun. I really enjoyed the scale discussion. I always love stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. In terms of releases, I say Avalon. I've got the next piece, Halloween, if we can achieve that. The Romulan War Part 2 is so many space shots. I mean, it is crazy. There is so many wonderful things in that film. That's why it's taken years, because it has taken years. My next film will be another Emma release, because what's funny about that is that, so my Trek shorts, I actually know many of the points in the sand of their life, right? So if we've got a project that we're doing which skips past some things that either we've shot and can't release, or we're going to shoot but haven't yet, and we skip them, but the reaction of those, the action, the repercussions of those still happen, well, some things need to be slightly explained. So I'm both giving modelers a bit more time to finish some stuff, and then hopefully we can get the big thing out. So yeah, it's it's funny to have to write and produce another film to fill in gaps for another film. But the advantage, of course, being is that if you know what you're going to be showing and telling in the big film, then you can craft this other film to answer those questions in a way that makes sense beforehand. And that's crazy, but lovely. So we're excited to that to come out. We very much enjoyed the response to this last film. I love people picking up on Emma's story. There's a lot of good stuff there, and the subtext. And now we've got enough. This is what's great. Now we have enough films out that there's now internal canon. If you've watched them all, and many of you have, right? Many of you have. You're kind of picking up on arcs and journeys and character beats, which is phenomenal because they've been thought out. I just got just if I'm trying to set up this thing, I can't, but I don't want to reveal that thing. It's a really interesting game of cat and mouse when it comes to twists and turns. But Fleetpaw does the impossible, does the magic. $20. He needs the shot, so I need to. I'm actually out, so let me do one more just for you. Fresh shot. I was about to say. Someone wants to join him. There we go. We got our double. We got our double last shot. We did it. Eric, you did it. Eric, you did it. We ended on a shot high note. And we'll finish this drink for you, good sirs. Very good sirs. As I hopefully entertained. Sure, a few good things. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. Hey, it's a breakfast. Yes. There you go. Oh, that was still. Okay. Okay. Whew. That's how I feel about that. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been fun to entertain you all for the last 2 hours and a half. I'm excited to see you back with Stuart this week for Things and Bobs. Like I said, do go watch the film. I asked you all at the start of the live, have you seen my latest film? 94 votes, 68% said no. Well, go watch the film. It's only 9 minutes. But a lot of nice little character stuff happens. So, if you like First Contact Era, if you like many things, right? Here's a link to the film again. And yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for making this a fun live, guys. I don't do these solo ones that often because, you got to be here to support me. And you have been today. So thank you so much. And please, everyone, have a really great rest of your night. Or afternoon. Or evening. Or drunken mess. All the above. And thank you, Fleetball, for being amazing. And some great questions earlier on. And Josh, you got your cheat code for the thing. Eric, next week? Next week? No, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's after the birthday week. Yeah, which is that's a me thing. Yes, have a lovely evening, afternoon. Thank you everyone so much for your thing, your time, your affection, and we will see you next time. Until then, I am Commander Cockings, and I'm Commander Cockings. Bye, guys.